Did I mention that this is going to be a really good day? As you can see, I'm about to have a really good day. This is proof that BMW M-Power is indeed an automotive dynasty. Only BMW have the confidence to bring along 4 generations of their World Championship race-winning cars as they put them alongside 4 generations of the iconic M3. These cars have brought driving pleasure to millions across the last 30 years here in the States. But what they do really is bring context to this, the all-new BMW M3. Getting the chance to drive the new M3 at Mid-Ohio is really rather special, not only because this is one of the most enjoyable racetracks. I've had quite good sex here. I haven't had quite good sex here. Maybe I have. Oh, let's get on with it. First time I pulled out of this pit lane, I was 18 years old, all freckly and skinny and white. Okay, no skinniness anymore, but pretty much the same kid. And I remember thinking, what an amazing racetrack. Obviously, I'd watched some of the incredible IndyCar battles here and the sports car races with my dad. And until I drove out here, I didn't understand what made it such a good track. And really, it's just a nice, fluid combination of fantastic corners. And perhaps why it's such a great place to put the new M3 through its paces is that it really does demand everything that a car has. So what makes the new M3 new? Unlike me, the new M3 has actually shed weight over its predecessors. The first M3 to do so, it's 150 pounds lighter. It's got a carbon fiber drive shaft, but it nevertheless takes a few pounds off. You've got the carbon fiber roof on this car. All over the place, they've been eking out those little improvements. Can you feel it? Well, I think you'd have to be one hell of a driver to be able to feel 150 pounds, but I think in combination with the technology, the wider stance of the car, everything, the aerodynamic package, everything that's going on, yes, you could say you feel that this, the new M3, is a lot more sprightly, a lot more agile than the one before it. So I've obviously turned off every single nanny aid that I can on this M3, and using the central screen there, I actually preset my own M1 button here, which is pretty handy because in a flick of a switch, literally, I can turn it from a nice road car into a racetrack monster. And also in line with a pretty major shift for BMW, this is the first M3 with electric power steering. What actually happens is it increases resistance, as in you've got stronger feedback through the wheel. The faster you go, the more loading there is. You really get the feeling you can control the car with confidence as you get deeper into the corner. It is the first M3 with twin turbos, small ones, so they spool up, listen, really fast. And in fact, the majority of the torque, 406 foot-pounds, comes in pretty low at about 1800 all the way up to 5000, at which point, really, the engine power takes over. And it develops 425 horsepower. Feels more than 425 horsepower, to be honest. The gearbox is just magic. On this, I've got a 7-speed dual clutch. It's about 0.2 of a second quicker per shift than before, and it gives you the 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. I'm very glad that this car comes with the new carbon ceramic brake package. 6-piston front, 4-piston rear. It's obviously lighter, but it just allows you to use the brake corner after corner and braking point after braking point with almost no fade, because that is the beauty of high performance brakes. It sort of punches way above its weight in terms of performance, and yet it is a four-seater, and yet you can drive it every day, and yet push a button, engage the old red mist up here, and it is no longer a car for your kids and your wife. It's for you. Amazing, really. BMW invited me along today. Almost every M car ever built, M1, F1, M3s of every generation, and you get a real sense of why BMW is so good with the M brand. But what is it about M3? Why do people keep gravitating to this car? You can't really understand it unless you drive it. And so I urge you, if you ever get the chance, drive one of these things, because it'll all make sense. That was a bit of sporty fun brought to you from BMW. I think you can tell there's not a lot wrong with this car. It's incredibly capable. I love the fact that you can turn off all the electronic aids in totality, unlike some of its competitors. And in the end, it may have 4 seats, but really it's all about this one. M3 is telling me this is going to be a good time. It all starts with the steering wheel, doesn't it? That's what BMW get right. It all starts with something manly and meaty. They really are in tune with the fact that drivers are going to be holding on. This is the first ever M3 to... Oh, what are they doing? What is wrong here?
To each other.
I pretend I'm talking to that one.
No, you could almost just switch to me.
I'm almost out of battery.
Yeah, rolling!
Go.